Okay guys, and welcome back. Now before I talk about anything really that's happened on the campaign map, we are going to try and take out this little force of Spain right here, because they've actually been playing a merry game of chase. Remember, they were originally up here and now they're down here, and I just want to off them. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and quickly take them out, and then we'll talk a bit about the campaign map. It looks like one unit of skirmishers, some fanatics, Scutari, an awful lot of cavalry, actually. But let's go right to the battle map. Okay, guys, and welcome to the battle. Really quickly, the Hastati are actually guarding the flanks this time rather than the hoplites. Just because the AI seems to be targeting them, as I think I mentioned in a past episode. So our entire front rank is actually hoplites, with their spears lowered and ready to receive any cavalry who wander within range. And I hear the sweet, sweet sound of arrows flying through the air and smacking into my enemies. The Iberians there, cavalry there. Wait a minute. Are we missing the unit? I could have sworn that they had skirmishers, but maybe not. The Scutari there, Scutari there. No, I guess they really didn't. Unless it was like some really tiny unit. But no. They either didn't have them, or they're like hiding. Which, isn't this a great map? Just look at how nice it looks. Right by the sea, with some mountains on either side. And behind us, and all around us. See, the Roman archers are not in range. I'm tempted to march forward a bit just so that they can fire as well, even though that might trigger the enemy to attack us. Just as I get the button up here. Hey, you guys, no? You're not gonna move? Okay, fine. Walk up there. Keep your spears nice and lowered. Not sure if that's far enough forward, but I think it's close enough. Maybe we could have the Cretians fire at other units while the Roman archers fire at them. Yeah, okay, they can fire at them. Oh, well, I guess they can both fire at that unit of Scutari. You guys fire there. You guys fire there. I like how the stray shots are even able to go over their heads like that. Alright, but it looks like it's going to be the standard procedure of waiting for the archers to use up all their ammo, so I will bring you guys back as once the battle... Well, to be honest, this is such a small force that I'm not sure how much of a battle there'll be, but whatever battle there is, I'll bring you guys back for it. Okay, guys, and welcome back. Now, I was just moving my force forward, as you can see, and it looks like they're going to try nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, skirmishers! Hey, there were skirmishers the whole time. Ah, so they can hide, like, just in the grass here. Well, that explains it. Alright, but in that case, I think I'm going to rain hellfire down upon their heads. And the unit basically gets disintegrated. Well, I thought there were no skirmishers, and now there really aren't any. Alright, can the Romans fire here? Yeah, I guess we'll have the... Whoop. Oh, okay, they can fire. Right, the Cretians will target the captain and his unit, and then the Romans will just fire at them. Every volley, just a whole bunch more of them go down. I'd like to say no horses were harmed during the slaughtering of my enemies, but as you can plainly see, horses are being hurt. Alright, and it looks like we're almost out of ammunition for the Cretan archers. I suppose we could... Oh, they're moving out of range. They're not withdrawing, and I don't think they even can, to be honest. Because I think once they've been moved... Well, like, they retreated on the battle map once, and then I still caught them, so I don't think they can withdraw. Okay, for a minute there I thought, maybe they can. Maybe they can, but no. They just keep trying to withdraw out of range of my archers, which I don't think is working out for them. Right, you guys are out of ammo. You guys are not out of ammo. But okay, I think we've killed enough of them with the arrows here, and I think it's time to just eliminate the remnants. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. I think the only unit that hasn't really suffered any casualties is that one over there. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll have general and one unit attack over there. Let's see, we'll have you take them out. Oh, wait, we'll have them take out the fanatics. Yes, sound the horn.
This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
Oh, and here I thought...
General is slain, and now his men... Orders completed.
Oh, I thought they were actually going to, like... Well, no, it's not what I thought. They, like, sounded a horn, and I was like, oh, which unit is attacking? And it's literally the two guys. Ah, the war dogs aren't going to be able to catch him. Oh, they got a couple of them. Ah, dang it. Okay. It looks like these guys are actually going to get away then. And of course, they went to the complete opposite side of the map. I guess I could just click end the battle now, but that works too.
Rome demands victory from her generals, and this day is clearly our victory.
Indeed it was. Let's see, 9. I assume, yes. 9 brave Romans were lost today. But we slaughtered the barbarians like the dogs that they are. So anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the campaign map. Alright, victory and glory indeed. So now, General, which direction should I have him go in? Because I still want to go to Numancia and finish off the Gauls. Carthago Nova is like right there. And they seem to be training bull warriors from this place, which I'm pretty sure those are some pretty nasty units. So I kind of want to take it out, but then I'd have to actually defend the place from, you know, further Spanish attacks that are here. Well, actually, before I even do that, maybe I should try and attack this group here. Oh, can I take them out too? Nope, I cannot. Okay, well, never mind then. All right, let's have the spy... Actually, I guess the spy could kind of hang out there and watch for further troop movements. But yeah, I think we're actually going to just have him charge through here, attacking all these Spanish forces that we see and take them out. And actually, before I go on my long-winded talk, let's go ahead and save things here. All right, so anyway, for the campaign map, and the reason I wanted to, I'm saving the campaign map explanation for after the battle, when normally I do the battle after the campaign map explanation, is simply because I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to catch him, because they've actually retreated out of my reach a couple of times now, and so just making sure that I could in fact have a battle, and so I don't just go through this long explanation only to then not use that footage. But anyway, it matters not. So, we've got our backup force here. I actually decided to send them around here just to pick off these guys here. The faction heir is there, and the faction leader is here. So, pick them off, take Numancia, the Gauls are finally dealt with. And he should be, like, basically able to get back over here once Manius is able to get up here as well, so we won't lose any time by, like, not having a garrison prepared or anything like that. Let's see, now... Oh, yeah, little rebel force here, not really of too much importance. We're going to train up some Equites and send in the war dogs, and we will eat the rebel dogs. Well, like the dogs they are. Anyway, over here, we are not ready to take Terra yet, but I did want to point out that command of the army has been transferred to Lentulus Sutorius. He was the general that was in charge of the mercenary and militia band that was following Vibius's army. Now, Vibius, we're going to lose him fairly soon, so I turned over his followers to Lentulus. And also, when I tried to have Vibius leave this place, it actually started rioting, which is why we have some casualties here, which we didn't before. So I just figure, you know what, he's earned a bit of rest, so he'll just rest and relax in Deva for his, what little time he has left. And I did have him, like, building, like, watchtowers there and stuff, but he's going to hang around in Deva for now. And, I don't even know if he'll actually end up being the faction leader at any point. I mean, because technically, I don't know, there isn't like a fixed age, I think, where the generals actually die. It's just that, like, the older they get, the more likely it is to happen. And he's getting pretty close to, I think, when it's going to happen. Like, chances, I think, are pretty high. So anyway, like I said, we turned over command of the army to Lentulus. I gave him the followers that Vibius had. And so that's it for that. And something similar has happened over here. Command of the army has been turned over to Marcus. And so he's traveling down south here because, of course, there's nothing more for us to do up here. So he's going to travel down here. He's actually going to take Aquinicum first. I didn't realize this place was still under rebel control, like, this far into the game. I figured someone would have taken it. In fact, I thought someone did when I was, like, in those earlier episodes. I just assumed someone would have taken it by now, but no one has, so I guess he's going to go ahead and take it kind of as he passes through this area here, and he's going to come down here and take Corrales, maybe Palma, and I don't know what he's going to do after that. That's quite a few turns into the future anyway, so I guess we won't consider it too heavily. But anyway, command was turned over to him, but the faction leader has not, in fact, died. Lucius Victor is still here. He also was just going to take it easy. He's even older. And he was going to take it easy here in Domus Dulcis Domus, whatever you want to call it. But there was a similar problem where when he tried to leave, they started to riot. Things have calmed down now, of course, but yeah, I thought it best to just turn over his followers and the army to Marcus and send him on his way. He also, you know, he's been an active man all his life, so he also decided to just start placing some watchtowers. We actually had, let's see, Secundus actually following the army and just kind of putting up watchtowers in various places. And so he's giving Secundus a hand, and he's going to build some watchtowers for him. Just to make sure that the faction leader is safe, we also sent a couple of good units of Roman Hastati with him. Now, that hasn't weakened Marcus's army at all, because we actually had 2 units of hoplites and a unit of Cretan archers following them, trying to catch up to them to reinforce the army, but they weren't able to catch up until the battles were all over. So he's still got a 20 stack. It's basically all hoplites, all archers, war dogs. He does have a unit of Sarmatian mercenaries. Filthy barbarians. I'm tempted to replace them with some Equites, even though they're technically a better unit. They're never better than true Romans. But anyway, yes, he's going to spend his days, you know, just relaxing. Still doing some work, because again, he's a very active man, but no more battles. His battles are over. All right, and I think that was actually it for the campaign map. Again, just that short little battle was all we had to fight, because we haven't gotten to Terra or to Numancia yet, so I will just bring you guys back as more of interest occurs. Okay, guys, and welcome back. So we have just a couple, well, probably 3 battles to fight this turn, of varying importance. First, we're going to take Tara here, and that'll finish our campaign up here in the north, so we'll bring Lentulus and his army back down south. Speaking of down south, the other 2 battles are right here. Tiberius is catching up with these Gauls here, and so hopefully we'll be able to kill them. I don't think they can retreat out of range, but I guess we'll find out. And then we've got Manius here, who's going to take out this group, or this army of the Spanish here. He already took out a smaller group over here. I didn't bother recording that one. It was just like 3 or 4 units. You guys know the drill. You know, chomp, chomp, munch, munch by the dogs. And that was pretty much it. And then, of course, we'll head on to Numancia. And I also need to hurry up and finish this little merry chase here, just so that we can... They're supposed to be like the garrison and stuff, and they're far away from the army they're supposed to be supporting, but well, we should be able to get back here pretty quickly. Maybe a turn or 2 after they've taken Numancia. All right, apart from that, I just wanted to point out that the Scipii have now taken Tingi. Tingai. Tangi? However that is pronounced. They actually took it. So they actually have quite a bit of North Africa. I think... Why? I didn't even notice they took Dimini! No, seriously, I did not notice that at all. I should probably just look at the map and it'll tell me. But, yeah, okay. So I think the only settlement in this area they haven't taken, I think there's another one vaguely in this area here. After that, they would have to start pushing east against what is probably the Egyptians? Yeah, it's probably the Egyptians. Still, you know what, Scipii? Well done. You are actually showing up the Brudii. Very much so. Okay, seriously, you guys, this has got to be like the billionth turn that your armies have just been like hanging around down here, not attacking anything. Look, there's a perfectly good settlement. Pretty sure it's owned by the Greeks. You guys are enemies with the Greeks still, right? For some reason, the Senate keeps getting peace with the Greeks and then becoming enemies and then getting peace and then becoming enemies back and forth, back and forth. But anyway, the Brudii, you are at war. Yes, you are at war with the Greeks. So off you go. Go get them. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not actually disappointed. Not in the slightest. All right, but anyway, let's go ahead and let's take Tara. All right, and welcome to the battle. So we've got some druids, and we've got some warbands, and we've got some more warbands, and we've got some more warbands. It's like the Britons weren't even eliminated. We're still fighting them in spirit. And with violence. All right, so standard procedure, except this time we're going to use 4 rams. I don't usually attack the settlement from this side just because there's no nice straight road in. I mean, obviously you can go around this building, but I usually prefer the more straightforward way of going in here, or the more or less straightforward way of going in here. But it didn't seem like the deployment zone really stretched far enough on either side. I thought I'd have to deploy my forces kind of strangely, so I was like, you know what, we'll just do this side this time. It's too late for you guys. You really should have gone the other way. And that takes care of them. So now, I require one of you to come forward as bait.
Our soldiers have done their work well.
I have many hungry dogs. My dogs are hungry! And there's a lot more than just one of them. Oh,
The gods have smiled on us today.
don't fire it well. Don't scare them away.
Our troops should be ordered forward.
Yeah, they did get off a volley, but hopefully they won't run too far away. All right, excellent. So they're just going to sit there for a second. So we'll just actually let's reform our archers over here. Move the triarii over here just so that there's no friendly fire. All right, in the dogs go, and okay, they are actually not within range, but if they come forward to try and help their comrades, they will be. They like just kind of charged into like their own center. You see like the dogs just kind of, let us through, let us through. Let me at him. Let me at him. All right, they will be eaten soon enough. And yes, it looks like the others just aren't going to come forward. So we will have to just be satisfied with watching the dogs eat them this time. They are sticking around for a little longer than I thought they would, to be honest. And there they go. All right, mercenaries. In you go. Archers. Actually, you know what? Let's just grab the Cretan archers. There we go. Meanwhile, the black tide of death swarming towards them.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
All right, the hoplites are coming in. Archers are also coming in. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This building seems to, like, really throw off, like, their pathfinding. Thinking about it, thinking about it. Come on, you guys can work it out.
Our general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
I don't think that'll matter so much, though, simply because they're already basically at the center of the settlement, so it's not like they're going to retreat very far if they suddenly have a morale shock. Come on! Alright. Do I need to, like, manually direct you? Would that even work in this case? Okay, like seriously, just step to the other side of this longhouse. Just kind of, right, what is this, longhouse? Yes, longhouse, just over here. I don't care how you get over on this side, just get on this side. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, so now let's have the hoplites just take a step or 10 forward. And then we'll try and have these guys line up again. This time with most of them past that longhouse. Then again, the dogs are already engaged with that last unit, so I don't know that I'll really be able to open fire without killing some of them. It also looks like they don't really need any archer support. In fact, they're actually about to be forced off of the center of the settlement. Or maybe not? These guys here don't seem to be fighting nearly as much. And look, they even seem to be trying to, like, force their way forward to try and, like, stay on the corner of the center there. Nom 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 nom. Feed, my darlings. Feed! Oh wow, they've almost totally encircled them at this point. To be honest, I don't actually really feel anything, because these guys are just rebels. It's not like they're actual Britons or anything. And we don't... This isn't even going to be our last fight at a, like, barbarian-style settlement, because we still have that last settlement of the Gauls, as well as a couple of... well, let's see. 1, 2, 3... I want to say 4 Spanish settlements that still need to be taken.
The enemy show their true virtue.
So we have a few more of these battles to fight before we move on to a different style of settlement.
Worthy of Roman arms.
Good doggies. Very good doggies. All right, so pretty standard result. You know, I've never really checked to see how many casualties the dogs got, because they typically get them all, but they do a good job. They're a good unit. So anyway, let's get back to the campaign map. We still have 1, possibly 2 battles to fight. Wow, they, like, really don't like us. Like, not even remotely. Not even a purging of dissenters can fix that. Not even a full... I mean, a settlement literally filled to the bursting point with troops can fix that. Well, you know what? I'll sort that out in a minute. Let's get on with the other battles here. Let's see if we can take out some Gauls.
Sir, prepare for battle. Engage the
Yes, I thought they wouldn't be able to retreat far enough.
glory.
But yes, this is going to be like a blast from the past, actually fighting some Gauls. So let's get right into it. All right, and welcome to the battle. So let's see, what is the enemy going to do? 2 generals, bodyguards, 2 infantry, 1 warband, 1 swordsman, versus all that you see here. So I think we're going to send in the barbarian mercenaries first. Oh, what the? There we go. Apparently I wasn't clicking on the right thing, so we'll send them to right about there, I think. And what we're going to do is have the cavalry kind of go around the side there. And we'll have these infantry kind of back them up. We're going to leave the militia kind of back here. Oh, actually, no. Let's have the militia kind of form up vaguely here. The reason I say that is simply because I don't want them, like, the cavalry going around at some point and managing to get a hold of my guys. You do want to save them for garrison duty, after all. Well, that's interesting. They've actually deployed so that they have units facing every direction. Let's actually have you guys attack from the side here. Oh wow, a couple of my warband units are fleeing. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Get in there, help them out.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts!
Okay, who is still fighting? I don't think that I got the little pot. Oh, there we go.
Enemies show their true virtue. They are not
I was
soldiers.
gonna say, I didn't get a pop-up message saying that I had won, so there must be someone who's still fighting. Oh, just heard someone get stabbed. General, you actually stop and just let the Equites chase them. It looks like they actually might be fast enough to catch them. Oh, there we go. There's the last one. Oh, no, 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 guys, get him! Get him! Get him! Ah! You fools! You let him escape!
Quickly! At the double!
Alright, do not let either of these guys escape.
Attack! Kill them!
There we go.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
I have a feeling that there are some considerable casualties among some of these units, because I'm pretty sure they were all basically at full strength. Ooh! That's a lot of dogs to lose. Well, I can tell this unit was probably one that routed. Oh, and so was probably that one. Dang, those guys are kind of fragile, aren't they? All right, well, anyways, I guess that's why they're expendable. So let's get back to the campaign map. Yeah, victory and glory. Ouch. All right, anyway. Let's go ahead and fight this last battle here. Oh, and they're retreating in a different direction too, but I guess I should have expected that. And this time I think they're going to put up a bit more of a fight, but probably just a bit more. All right, and welcome to the battle again. I have to admit, we're somewhat awkwardly placed. I like these guys and their positioning, but as you can see, it kind of slopes down into a hill here. I wanted to move a little more to the left. Actually, maybe they'll let me. All right, now let's walk slowly and carefully into position so as not to leave our hoplites behind. I think that's a little better. How nice of them to line up in such a way that it would actually, I think, give me a better position. All right, now I think I saw they had a war dog unit, they had skirmishers, just one skirmisher unit, and then actually a fair amount of cavalry. All right, so let's move, let's say to right about there. That should make most of their units within range. Which actually, we don't want most of their units within range. We want like the war dogs, the skirmishers, and maybe the cavalry units. I think most of the front line here, if not all of it, it's actually Iberian infantry. Okay, there are some fanatics here. Actually, maybe we do want to take a few pot shots at them. Okay, do not fire at will. At least in the case of the Cretan archers, I might have specific targets. All right, we'll have you both fire at the skirmishers. Ah, but you see they're out of range. Roman archers, I mean. Which makes me kind of want to move forward a little bit just so that we can have them firing too. Maybe what we'll do is we'll let them pick off the skirmishers. And once the skirmishers are picked off, we'll try and move forward a little more. Not that the skirmishers are a huge threat, mind you, but at least that way they'll have literally no range to possibly throw at us. In fact, it occurs to me this actually might take a minute or two, so I'll just bring you guys back once I've whittled them down and maybe moved my lines forward a bit. Okay, guys, and welcome back. I did try moving my lines forward a bit, but as you can see, it has provoked an attack by them. Oh. You know, having a high attack strength isn't really going to help you if you don't actually reach the men you are trying to kill. You know what? No, bad idea. Turn around. Get back in line. Yeah, they're gonna easily be able to get out of there, so anyway. We've moved slightly forward, just so that we could have a better range on some of these units here. Obviously, the skirmishers are in full retreat. And ironically enough, I don't think the Roman archers are actually in range. Oh, I see. The fanatic unit is back. Though, despite having opened up a spot in their line to receive them, they haven't actually, you know, assumed their position in line. I'm sort of tempted to throw some cavalry in there and just see what happens, but honestly, I think I know what will happen. We will lose cavalry unnecessarily. Speaking of losing cavalry unnecessarily, you guys are just going to sit here until you are all dead, aren't you? I didn't hear a yes, but I think that is the case. All right, let's speed it up just a bit here.
The enemy general is slain.
And there goes the enemy general.
It is time to press the attack.
Oh, and now they're assuming their their position in line. That's kind of funny. Oh, and now the war dogs have obligingly moved within range. Oh, look at that. I swear we wiped out like half the unit in a couple of volleys there. All right, let's speed this up just a bit, because I think another volley or two and they'll be down. And there they go. All right, who shall I have my Cretan archers fire at now? Probably the cavalry that's on either flank. We still haven't moved the Roman archers within range, but the problem is that I assume we'll get attacked again if we move in closer, which, I mean, that's kind of inevitable, admittedly, at this point. But I might as well have the Cretan archers use up their ammunition first. Oh, and actually, I should have a higher view of the battlefield in case something happens over here. Oh, and they're actually out of range now. All right, well, I guess we'll have you guys fire. Oh, oh, for a minute I thought they might start retreating. All right, well, we're running out of ammunition here. So we are going to move forward regardless of the risk of being attacked. In fact, we're going to move in nice and close. Because at this point, we're not going to use the Roman archers at all, unless we do get in really close. And I think they've been whittled down enough and had their morale lowered enough by, you know, their losses. Their many, many losses at this point, that even if they did charge us, I think they'd rout pretty quickly. But this is a cool sight. I like this. Just even like simple things, like just watching the troops move forward. I marching in formation. All right, so who should fire where? Fire at that cavalry unit, fire at that cavalry unit, and I guess... let's have these two Roman archer units fire at the fanatics here. And once again, let's just go ahead and speed things up. Wow, look how much they're being picked off. Alright, they've actually been softened up considerably. Let's, I mean, the Iberians won't stand in a fight for very long, I don't think, but we might as well just go ahead and... Oh, whoops. Oh, dang, I was going to see if I could have the Hastati throw spears at them. Oh, I hear run for the hills, run for the hills. Oh, no, no. Oh, for a minute, I thought they actually were fleeing. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, that unit specifically is fleeing. Alright. Let's go ahead and call a halt to the arrow fire now, and let's get the war dogs in there. Let's see. We'll have them attack the units that are the most intact. And we'll have the cavalry go forward, though they can just walk. You need to kind of watch out for the cavalry there on the flanks. I don't want them coming back and, like, killing my archers or something.
Units! Hurry! Hurry! Unleash hell!
And just like that, they basically all crumble immediately, except for, of course, that unit over there. Okay, archers kind of lost your formation here, so get back behind the lines! And they throw themselves right onto the hoplites.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
No, 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 keep going, keep going! Charge them! Charge them!
Unleash hell!
I'm not even watching, like, the rest of the units.
Victory, worthy of Roman arms!
Alright, but anyway, that takes care of them. Oh, we lost 4. Who did we lose? 3 Equites and 1 of the war dogs. Yeah, I think when that cavalry unit charged on the side, they managed to nick one of them. But alright, so that's another force of Spanish eliminated, so the way to Numancia, which isn't even a Spanish settlement, should now be clear. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually, he can make it most of the way to Numancia. Get out of the way.
Prepare for battle.
Ah, my former allies.
Killer waiting for orders.
Nah, let's not go overboard here now. Alright, and you... Let's see, oh, here, why don't you blockade that port? But more importantly, you come around here and get over here to Numancia. Alright, so next turn they'll be here, and then they'll besiege the place. This army will, I mean. So then they'll have to wait a turn to actually build gear, so then they'll be here. Then they'll be able to take it, so I think actually this army will be able to make it here just in time to provide some garrison forces so that the army can move on. And I guess that's actually it for now, so I will bring you guys back as more of interest occurs.